Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all will be fine. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we discuss about how to build a clothing brand. So let's start the video. Now we discuss how to start a clothing brand in 12 steps in 2023. After clothing a degree on fashion, many budding for the design and jump into the real world with the simple questions. That is, has a long trouble created. It's like what's now? While fashion school can be teach you about your pattern, gathering, and swimming in the depressions, for you have to doesn't always have to prepare the graduate for what it is really like to start and your fashion brand. Successful fashion designer is the entrepreneur start in the credit real world and experience for the getting the rest of you ways. What is learned about your past and decades for you are dream of your lunch and are making for the franchise in the world and fashion takes a specific skills of genius, creativity and pinch for the business service. In this guideline, we have to start a clothing brand with the stitching, everything for education, design, and manufacturing marketing with the tips of selling and clothing in the Sponsors Pro. How to start a clothing brand in 12 steps. The first step is develop your fashion design skills. Design your Vivine is the word set and the pair for you Dan found of massive success is the fashion world. Even throughout you have the wear and self-thought and it is the started their career on the internet. This is the wow I you live in the time of your access and you have to the rebuilding or engaging your tailoring. T-shirts can be have to the learn simply by watching your YouTube videos. It is the possible skip to the schools and it is the launch for your clothing line but formal education where you have to the classroom or online business and access to the sources of equipment made a contact and feedback for pros. It is look like a long term that you have to the confident enough that is a could be have to store with your my clothing. Sarah is the huge of advocate of the spending of the years and learning to the ropes from of your brand and designers. It look like a long term for confident enough that you have to the code for free store with my clothing. She says I think that you need it in the time of grow and get it the advice for your experience. In the second number, create a clothing business plan. Starting your clothing in the line of requirements, many of the same consideration as a starting any business. How much does it cost when you have to shoot you purchase your capital? When where you have to build your product and garments? Fashion brand business models. This is the guideline for your looking and develop for your their own clothing brand. This is the collection if you have to interested the fashion world but you have to interested in the skill in design. Consider reselling and buying the wholesale trying to drop shipping. In the third temper, we discuss about the follow fashion trends. Throughout the years of fashion school, with the tech of you have to the basics making of everything for and undergarments and evening for wears. This is the trick for your finding the wears you have to good in focusing on that is I will be have to always have to really good tendon and institutions, but it is all about your translation. While her lines are the ear on ear constancy and designed for the choices in her pieces, it the under mistake ability for Sarah and you have always watching the trends in the sense that you have to adopting in your trends and your brand. Personalizing them, this is the making the work for your customers. And Lini is the myelin and this is the crati for your tior tenor and this is the fourth step is build a strong brand. When you building your a strong brand, creating a brand guideline will be help to inform for all your business and branding decisions as you grow. This is the delicate visual direction website and design you will be have to the marketing campaign. This is should be have to dedicated what you look for the retailer and parents for our new hires. In the five number, design and develop your clothing line. Sarah is the advocate for the sketchbook that you have the most important tools or designings. It take a sketchbook everyone that you have with me. She says that is the sketching away. After of the Focan, I like, oh, it is the little drawing will have to translate really into not repeat pattern. It is a contenter of the project runways that she was not have to allow that her sketchbook with her due to the rules of competition. That is really the true for the games and he says in the six numbers, sources, fashion, fabric, and design your own. Sarah says that you have to the sourcing has lot of you have it, and you know building your network and the industries of can be accessed for your denies. And she knows that the local fabric market used for the agent and get access for the fabric from the Japan. In the seven number, set up production for manufacturing for your clothing line. In the eight number,